Welcome back to Take a Pitch yet again. It's your boys. I'm Billy. He's Max.
What up?
Boy dressed in red.
Yeah, I like red.
All right.
I've embraced red since I went away to school.
Good.
Yeah, I like red.
Good. Good. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Red is a good color.
It is.
It's a power color.
Yes, sir.
So.
Feels slow all season, so I mean, not really, but no. What do you think?
Nah, I wouldn't say slow. But it's still November.
It's definitely quicker than the past few years have been.
Yeah.
It's picked up. The hot stove is heated up.
Quicker, and guys are signing sooner rather than
Still
later.
isn't cold. It's warm.
Yeah. I mean, I think that the winter meetings are probably going to be pretty fiery this year by the way that everything has happened so far.
And when are those? Do you know?
December, second week of December, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know exactly when, but
I mean, there is some stuff that's going on.
yeah.
Some big names
Mm-hmm.
in terms of prospect, I guess, are being brought up in conversations
Mm-hmm.
between two teams that were relatively high on these guys too.
Right.
I mean, we'll just jump right into it. Luis Urias.
Yeah.
Urias, right?
Urias.
He got shipped out of San Diego.
Yeah.
And the Padres were big on him. No?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I guess the emergence. There's another prospect that there was an emergence of him. I forgot what his name was, though. I think a 27-year-old, which is weird.
Wait, what?
From what I heard, the Urias became expandable
Okay.
because of an emergence of some second baseman in their minor league system. I don't remember his name. I forgot what it was. Don't have it in front of me.
Oh,
It was a
okay.
report I saw from JP Morosi, I think it was,
I mean, he's a shortstop.
by trade, yeah.
He's a shortstop.
And with Tatis and Machado on the left side, there's no room there.
I'd rather him at shortstop because he's really good defensively. He's better defensively than he is offensively. So
Right.
I'd rather him at shortstop than second base. But
Right.
yeah. Yeah, and Tatis pushed him over to second base, and he wasn't worth having,
Right.
in my opinion. But yeah.
Well, he got sent to Milwaukee, where you want to talk about a great young core.
Mm-hmm.
First off, they're going to lock up Yelich because this
course.
trade definitely freed, I think, $6 million for them, which
I don't
is
even
big
know, but
if
yeah.
you look at it yearly.
Yeah.
So, but
It's a nice chunk.
yeah, but you put Urias with at shortstop, no less,
Mm-hmm.
with Castanera
Mm-hmm.
at second base.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the best middle infield you'll see in the next 5-10 years.
Potentially, yeah. Yeah. The potential for them is through the roof.
It's
Absolutely.
nuts. The full trade though is Urias and Eric Lauer, right? Lauer for Trent Grisham and Zach Davies.
Mm-hmm.
Funniest thing was that on Twitter, the first 3 times that Rosenthal tried to report this trade, called him Kyle Davies.
Really?
Yep.
The heck?
A couple of guys did that, actually.
Why?
Don't know.
Who the hell's Kyle Davies?
I have no idea. That's why I'm like, okay, so who is this? What, is he like a new prospect?
What the hell?
But Grisham was rather popular among Brewers execs.
Mm-hmm.
And they went out of their way to make sure that this
Yeah.
trade wasn't because of his botched
Yeah, fielding play
fielding.
in the wild card game.
Yep. They went out of their way to make sure of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like releasing a statement and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Saying, oh, we still believe in him. We think he's going to be a solid. Like, all right, clearly you got felt pressure from fans to cut him or some shit.
No, I don't.
make
I don't
that?
agree. I don't agree. It
No?
was a pitcher and a pitcher for pitcher, fielder for fielder, offensive offense.
So you think this is one of the more fair swaps we've seen?
I think it's a very even swap. Yeah. I think that Grisham.
Yeah.
I think that Grisham has a higher ceiling than Luis Urias.
Really?
100%.
And Urias was billed as the next guy in the Padres system before Tatis kind of emerged.
Yeah. But yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. I think that Grisham has a higher ceiling. Lauer has the higher ceiling out of the pitchers, though.
Okay.
I think it was a fairly fair trade, but yeah. Who do you think won it?
I was about to ask who you thought won it.
Because I was going to go there, but I waited. Go on. Who do you think won it?
I think at the end of the day, when you look at it, that middle infield, that young middle infield that the Brewers just built, just brought in, it's going to be second to none in a few years.
All right.
I think the potential is there for it to be the greatest middle infield, I think, of all time.
Okay.
In terms of talent-wise.
Yeah.
Just raw talent. But I think the fact that Zach Davies is an established starter, had a great first half this year.
Yeah.
Will definitely help the young rotation with Quantrill, I think his name is.
Cal Quantrill.
Yep. And then Paddock and any of the guys coming up in the future. So I think it's a win-win for both teams.
Okay.
But the Brewers, who were very low on rotation depth, kind of depleted themselves a little more. So I think at the end of the day...
But it was a swap.
Right. But
they got a starting pitcher.
But you're giving away an established guy.
You know why? I mean? I don't know if he's established.
Davies has been in the league, what?
I guess
5 years, 4 years.
I don't know. He's 26, so.
But he's had a couple good years.
Lauer's been up for 4 years.
But has he had the same kind of success as Davies had?
Did Davies really even have success besides the first half of this year?
I think he had a little bit last year.
All right. My thing is Davies is not as good as he is.
So you think he's been playing above
his
potential?
Well, yeah. I mean, deep in analytics say so. His FIP this year was like 5, and his xFIP was like high 5.
Okay.
So he had great defense behind him, and also he's a ground ball pitcher. He's a guy that doesn't touch 90.
Right.
You know,
he's a junk ball guy.
He's a junk ball. He has to be location junk. Yeah. He has to command the zone with his off speeds, you know? But his fly ball rate went up last year.
Okay.
You know? So can a guy with that type of stuff be successful in a park like Petco Park, throwing up in the zone and getting hit fly balls, giving up fly balls instead of ground balls?
So
on the ground, he's going to be fine with Tatis and Machado and Eric Hosmer and whoever the heck they decide to throw at second base.
Right.
He'll be fine. But the outfield, they're not fleet of foot besides Manny Margot,
who's on
the trade block.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now Trent Grisham, who will probably be their right fielder. They're going to
move Will Myers.
Yeah, they're going to move Will Myers. And they already moved Framil Reyes and what's his name? Hunter Renfroe.
Where did Renfroe go?
No, I'm saying he's still there.
Oh.
He's not a tremendous fielder.
No.
He's got a good arm.
Yeah.
And that's it.
He's mainly a big bopper.
He's a big hitter. That's it.
Yeah.
He's not a guy. He's gonna hit you like 250, but he could hit you with
35
the biggest
homers.
power that there is.
Yeah, no, I hear you. So who do you think won then?
I give a slight edge to the Padres.
Really?
Slight.
Why? Just because
literally just because of Grisham. I think that Grisham is really good. I think he's gonna be really good. But potentially, I think the Padres slightly won right now, but I think in the long run, it's going to be the Brewers.
So the immediate impact, you give the nod to the Padres.
Yes.
Long term Brewers.
Easy.
Okay.
Yeah, Lauer's younger. Lauer's 24. Urias is 20.
I think 20, 21.
21, I think.
Yeah.
I want to say 21. 20, 21.
Younger than us.
Maybe 22 next year. Who knows? Yeah, he's young. He'll be with them for a while.
Right.
And
with him and Hura up the middle.
And Arcia is out of a job now.
Essentially, yeah.
Because he never blossomed into the player that they thought he was going to be.
Do you think Arcia could be a change of scenery needed kind of guy?
Potentially. I don't know. I honestly don't know where he would go.
Well, who needs a second baseman?
Shortstop.
That's what I meant.
I don't know. He's 25, I think, so he's not like young.
Right.
He's getting into the prime.
Right. He's got major league experience though.
Yeah, and he's got time. I don't know. I guess.
Could he go to like a rebuilding team and try to jumpstart that rebuild?
That's what I was thinking.
Like a Royals team, maybe.
Royals, Orioles, Marlins. Who do they have at shortstop?
Castro, I think, or is he the second baseman?
Castro's second baseman, but he's also a free agent. No, what's his name? Rojas, right?
Right, they just signed to extension.
Yeah. The weirdest extension, but yeah.
Could maybe the Reds look at him at possibly losing Iglesias this year?
Maybe. I honestly think that the Reds are probably going to go. That's interdivision. Usually don't really trade too much in your division.
True.
But
would Arcia be a non-tender candidate?
Nah, I don't think so. I think they're going to just trade him.
See what you can get from him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't just let him go. Trade. Get something for him.
And
Instead of nothing.
What do you think this does ultimately for the Brewers?
I think it opens up their window a little bit longer.
How many years do you think? Like, how many did they have before this trade, and how many do they have after? Is what I'm trying to.
I don't know. Honestly, I guess. Probably like 3 years, 4 years.
So a 3 or 4 year extension.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Is how big it was.
Okay.
And now probably add a couple years.
So they've got most of 2020s.
Yeah.
To really.
Yelich is going to be what? He's going to be 28 next year, I believe.
I think so.
I don't think. Yeah. Because he's late 91, I believe. So he'll be going into his age 28 season next year.
Doing what he's been doing. It's insane.
Best player on the fucking planet.
Yeah.
When he's healthy. So.
All right. Speaking of the Padres, though, they did bring back Drew Pomeranz.
Yes. Yep.
Coming from Milwaukee again, right?
Yeah, he was on the Brewers last year.
The guy was incredible out of the pen. Really shitty as a starter.
Yeah.
But he was incredible out of the pen getting after the trade from the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
But here's my question to you. The deal is for 4 years and $34 million. That's what the report was.
Yeah.
They're only paying for a guy who pitched really well in like 21 games.
Yeah.
This is a trend we're seeing a lot in baseball now.
Mm-hmm.
You're paying for what you just saw.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like a recency bias.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
I don't have a problem with it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I mean, realistically, how much are they even paying him? What is that?
About $7 a year? A little over $7?
Yeah, about. Yeah, no, I mean, that's not that crazy. For 4 years?
For a guy who's only really put together, though, the last 21 games.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, honestly. I guess just what he's shown out of the bullpen.
It's $8.5 million. By the way.
$8.5 million. Still, it's under $10 million.
Right.
That's a bargain no matter what you're getting.
Which is crazy because there used to be a time period where $8.5 million for a reliever was outrageous per year.
Mm-hmm.
And that was only 5 years ago?
Yeah. I don't know. I like it. I like the signing. I think it's a nice signing.
I like it from the standpoint of adding to that pen because you saw Kirby Yates at the back end of the pen.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of a bridge to Yates. This will help the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Because they did need help.
Yes.
They have a lot of youth coming in, so it's another veteran to bring to a young pitching staff. I think at the end of the day, they're overpaying for a small sample size, but it's a very good sample size to bring in.
Yeah. I mean, the best sample size that you could pretty much ask for.
Yeah, the guy was one of the top prospects coming up in the minors, I believe. He was a very highly touted prospect, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, decent. And he was with the Red Sox, right?
And he had
decent with the Red Sox?
Year with the Red Sox, or a couple of good stretch.
I mean, let's just put it this way: in his 18 starts, he had a 5.97 ERA,
right,
and
it was horrible.
A 5.60 FIP.
Horrible,
atrocious. He gave up 2.15 home runs per 9 innings as a starter.
In San Francisco.
As a starter.
Good God.
That is
in San Francisco.
Horrible.
That's a giant ballpark.
2.15 is horrible regardless.
Right, and you look at how big that ballpark is, though.
Yeah.
That's atrocious.
That's averaging.
I'd say double that in any normal ballpark.
So let's say he made 33 starts in a season.
Right.
Just like average for a pitcher, yeah.
32, yeah.
So times it by 2, 66, by 1.15.
You want me to do the math? I have the calculator up.
Yeah.
Instead of looking like you're having an aneurysm.
Yeah.
What numbers am I punching in?
2.15 times 33.
70.95.
Yeah, I was going to say probably about 70.
That's 70 dingers.
70
he's giving up a year.
dingers a year is what he was
God.
averaging as a starter.
In
Now,
San Francisco. I mean, I know we talk about ballpark factors a lot, but in San Francisco, no less.
mm-hmm.
That's just unreal.
Yeah. That's, dude, horrible.
That's like DFA and never come back type numbers.
Oh, yeah. But then as a reliever across 31.2 innings, he posted a 1.99 ERA, 15.06 K per 9, 2.56 walks, and 1.14 home runs per 9.
So he's still prone to the long ball.
A little bit, yeah. But also a 47.2 ground ball rate.
Okay.
And his fastball velocity saw a 2-mile-an-hour jump.
I've noticed that. Now, I want to ask you what you think this is. A
Well,
lot of times when you switch from a starter to a reliever,
you let loose easier
why? Why do you think that is?
because you are only pitching 1 inning, 2
So you can
innings.
give more.
Yeah. Whereas a starter is going to conserve their energy. A reliever is more of an explosive.
Right.
I've said this to you before, right? A reliever is more of an explosive position where you can just let loose. You're probably not even going to pitch tomorrow.
Right, because a lot of these guys don't pitch back-to-back days.
Exactly. So, especially if you're pitching multiple innings, you're not pitching tomorrow. So, generally, you can let loose a little bit more. So, you'll always go full force with your legs, but they'll hold back on the arm a little bit.
Right.
Not throw as hard with the arm. And then as a reliever, you can throw a little bit harder with your arm. So, yeah. I mean, dude, 94, what was it? 94.2 mile an hour
Yeah.
from the left side.
Right, he's a lefty.
It's good. That's really good, you know?
Right.
So, yeah.
Drew Pomeranz made his debut in 2011. So he's been around a while. 31 years old. Actually, just turned 31 8 days ago. November kid.
Really?
Yeah.
So he'll be 31 next year.
He'll be age 31 season, yeah.
Okay. Not bad.
He was a 5th overall draft pick. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. What year?
2010.
Hmm.
And he made his debut September 11th, 2011. Very interesting. He's had a wild career. I think he's been one who's been
Up and down. He
quite
had
a roller coaster.
TJ, right?
I
believe he had
so.
TJ.
Maybe not. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. But either way, I think it's a good signing. I think they overpaid though.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was the day before Thanksgiving too that all this went down.
Yeah.
It was Wednesday, so you want to talk about the busiest travel day of the year? Players switching teams left and right.
Yeah.
Because Kyle Gibson, former Twin veteran righty.
Yes. He
Signed-
was a top prospect, wasn't he?
Kyle Gibson.
Yeah.
I think at one point he was
Him and Trevor May
Yeah,
were like
I
the
think
two
they
guys.
were big time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a 3-year, $30 million deal to go to the Texas Rangers.
Yeah.
Your team to watch this offseason.
Yep. That is my team to watch this all season.
Now, when you said that, when you made that comment, did you see a signing like Kyle Gibson coming for this team?
No. No. Honestly, no.
Are
I
you
didn't
disappointed
think-
by it?
No. I didn't think that they would go with a veteran, really, honestly. I didn't think that they were really going to add anything to their rotation.
Because it was a very solid rotation if you look at it with
Yeah.
Minor and Lynn. But
Yeah,
then
it was a bunch
a
of
batch.
it was a bunch of 3 starters.
Yeah.
You know, and that works. If you have 5 3 starters,
Yeah.
number 3 starters, dude, you're set. You're good. You're right in the middle of the pack.
Right.
All you need. If your offense is elite, it's all you'll ever need.
Right. Which is what we saw with the Twins, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Literally, exactly.
The team that Gibson was coming from. And an interesting note from Gibson, in 2019, he got 7.14 runs of support per 9.
That is absurd. Absolutely absurd.
That's just insane.
Yeah.
And this is a guy who pitched to a 4.84
Mm-hmm.
ERA last year. I mean, $10 million for a 4.84 ERA is a little high,
Mm-hmm.
but it's the same exact deal they gave Lance Lynn last year.
Yeah.
And that worked out really fucking well for them.
Yeah.
He went 13-7 with a 4.84 and a 1.44 whip. Kyle Gibson did.
Yeah. I think it's an okay signing.
Not a fan.
I think it's okay. Yeah, it's good. It's a good signing. It's not like great, but
Who is it better for, Texas or Kyle Gibson?
ooh, that's a good question. Probably, I guess Texas.
I wish we had a camera just to see your facial expression. You're like, oh, yikes.
Yeah, like the kombucha girl. Yeah, I think maybe Texas.
Texas?
Yeah, it's not like a huge deal,
Right.
$10 million a year for a
Right.
starter.
And this is a team that's been rumored to be in the mix for top frontline ball players,
Yeah.
free agents.
Yeah.
Rendon, Donaldson even.
Donaldson,
Strasburg, I think they've been linked to occasionally, not often, but.
probably.
And Wheeler, I think, was another one
bunch
I
of
heard.
guys. I never heard Wheeler, but
I could be
I
wrong
mean,
with that.
I'm sure pretty much every team's probably checking on Wheeler.
Right, because he's, as you said multiple times, going to be the best out of this group.
I think so.
Yeah.
Like every team's checking on Garrett Cole.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
There's no doubt that, the Mets may say they're set, but, they're keeping tabs on Garrett Cole.
Yeah. Brody called
Boris.
and was like, "How you doing,
Like,
bud?"
even the Marlins or the Rays
Yeah.
are like,
I'm
so is
sure.
that price tag down? You got any Black Friday deals?
Yeah. Yeah. How about Cyber Monday? I'll email you.
I'll email you the
The
contract.
contract.
Yeah. Yeah, there are three teams who are doing that. It's the A's, Rays, and Marlins.
Mm-hmm.
Got any Cyber Monday deals on your clients? Bro, can you imagine that's an actual phone call? I would cry if that ever came out.
God. Oh, by the way,
What's up?
Gibson had E. coli.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, didn't he miss the playoffs?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess he went to Chipotle one too many times. Or Taco Bell or
He lost about 15 to 20 pounds, and then he regained most of it. This was in 2018.
oh, never mind.
And then
That's wild.
he had ulcerative colitis.
That was this year, right?
That was last year as well.
Dude, he got fucked in 2018.
Bunch of
Jeez.
stomach issues.
Feel bad for a guy like that.
Oh no, that was this year. I'm sorry.
What, the colitis or the E. coli?
Both.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I read it wrong.
Yeah, he missed playoffs, I think, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think he stays healthy.
He's got to go to a gastroenterologist.
He stays healthy, eats his Tums. He'll be fine. And I think it will be a nice signing that everyone's like, wow, okay.
It'll be like the Lance Lynn signing last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's a big dude. I'm pretty sure that he's a pretty good ground ball pitcher.
Yeah, he is, I think. From
So,
what I remember.
yeah, I'll say it's a decent signing. It's pretty good. I think it will end up looking better than it actually is looking now.
Looking back on the signing overall,
Yes,
we'll be
yes,
saying that was a great deal.
Yeah,
Okay.
on both ends.
Yeah. Because, again, the Rangers moving to the new ballpark. They're going to try and make some moves.
Correct.
I guess it's the first domino to fall is Kyle Gibson.
Yep.
Is this the contract you would see for a guy like him nowadays? 10
Yeah,
years?
yeah.
10 million a year, I mean?
Yeah. A middle line starter.
Yeah.
10 million. Yeah, that's a deal. You
Right.
get a guy under. You get a guy 10 and under. You're set. That's nothing. You could really build around that.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that's that.
Yeah, and the next thing, again, more signings. You and I talked about Jose Abreu.
Yes.
He took the qualifying offer, which we expected it to happen, kind of. He was one of those guys it made the most sense to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of test your market, an older guy. So he took the qualifying offer, and they were working towards a new extension.
Yes.
Well, extension finalized. Got a 3-year deal. Oh, Baseball Reference hasn't updated yet.
Yeah.
They say that he still has the qualifying offer.
Yeah. I'm sure. Is it official? Yeah, it is.
It is.
Because it cancels out the qualifying offer.
It does, yes.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Which is interesting, right?
Yeah, I thought it would be an extension on top of it.
That's what I thought.
I thought it was announced at first.
That's what I thought too. Maybe we just misunderstood, or they just said it weirdly, but I didn't know
I
that.
got it through Twitter.
Because how often, honestly, do guys take the qualifying offer and then get extensions. How often does that even happen?
That doesn't. And we said that he and Jake Odorizzi would be two guys who would.
Yep.
But
They're
anyway,
the only two that would.
Yeah. So he took a 3-year deal essentially.
Worth how much?
I'm trying to find it.
All right, I'll get it.
Yeah, you'll probably get it before I will.
50.
3 for 50.
Yeah.
That's a great deal.
Yeah.
And you keep
Yeah, it's
him in
like
that
what, 15?
Yeah.
About 15 a year.
And you keep him in that 3-hole.
A little bit more.
The 3-hole that lineup. That lineup's scary, especially after they bring in Yasmani Grandal at 4 for 74. I think it was.
I believe so.
Or in that ballpark. So he was really the first big domino to fall.
4 for 73.
73. Yeah. He was the first big domino to fall.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in a very thin catcher's market, that's huge.
Yeah. I will stand by this that he's the best catcher in baseball.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Easy.
He's getting paid by it.
Yeah, and he should. I think he's so much better than JT Realmuto.
Yeah.
JT Realmuto is just athletic.
Yeah,
where he can run the bases.
He's quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where he could be a good base runner.
Yeah.
Yasmani Grandal is not a good base runner.
No, he's a fantastic framer.
He's the best framer.
Put him with now what Lucas Giolito put together last year.
Yeah. What Ronaldo Lopez?
Yep.
Michael Kopech should be back.
And Dylan Case, I think his name is.
Cease.
I don't even know how to pronounce it. Yeah.
Cease. We'll go with Cease.
Yeah. But that's a young rotation that a veteran catcher's going to be working with. And let's not forget, if he decides he's a little too tired, they still have James McCann.
Yep.
I don't think James McCann is going anywhere.
No.
A lot of speculation that he might get traded, but
nah, I doubt it. He had a magical year this year.
hang on, let me read you what this lineup could look like by this May, right? According to Jeff Passan.
Mm-hmm.
Leading off at second is Nick Madrigal.
Okay.
Tim Anderson at 2-hole.
Mm-hmm.
Jose Abreu.
Mm-hmm.
Yohan Moncada.
Mm-hmm.
Yasmani Grandal.
Mm-hmm.
Eloy Jimenez.
Mm-hmm.
Luis Robert.
Mm-hmm.
James McCann.
Mm-hmm.
Lurie Garcia.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fantastic lineup.
That's Grandal DHing.
Grandal at the catcher spot.
Oh, and McCann DHing. Oh, okay.
That's a fantastic lineup.
Yeah, and then you just flip-flop them, honestly.
Right. And with
Keep their legs good.
And then Andrew Vaughn coming right up in the minors.
That's first baseman, right?
I believe so.
Big kid?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
But that's
You can't be a small guy and have the last name Vaughn.
that's an incredible lineup.
Yeah. No,
I mean, granted, very young.
Young, but Moncada had a great year this year.
Yeah.
Great
And Tim
year.
Anderson was the batting champ.
Yeah.
They're building something special down there and up there in the north side, south side?
Southside.
South side. I always mix those two up.
Southside.
No, but they're building something really, really well.
So yeah, I mean they're looking good. They are looking good, man. For the future, they are set. They are super set.
Yeah. No, this is a team that, I mean, we talk about the Twins, who really were, came out of almost nowhere, but at the same time, we kind of saw it coming if they stayed healthy, which they did.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're looking at a case where this White Sox team could be a lot better than this Twins team was.
Easy.
Give them a bullpen and a couple more years of starters.
They have the pitching, and they have more of the baseball archetype players. That guys that could hit, not just hit home runs.
Yeah.
I mean, the Twins are a fantastic defensive team as well.
Yeah, they're incredible.
But they're big boppers. They're guys that swing for the fences.
Right. They're 250 or strikeouts.
Yeah.
250 hitters.
Yeah. There's no batting champ in that lineup.
The only one I
guess
could see
the
you make a
closest
case would be Max Kepler.
Kepler, exactly.
Yeah.
And they have Krylov coming up.
Yep.
He unfollowed us on Instagram.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But no, and of course the White Sox were linked to Zach Wheeler too.
Yes.
Now, an interesting note here: the Grandal deal was the largest contract handed out in White Sox history.
Yeah.
That's at $74 million. They're going to have to break the bank open for Wheeler.
Yeah. They'd have to give him basically the same exact thing,
if not more.
Yeah.
Which would be very interesting to see if they do go that far, because they were willing to do it last year with Machado, or supposedly, because they seemed like they were kind of hesitant.
I think they set their mark on Machado, and we're not willing to go over that.
Right. They had their price point.
Because I mean,
you're not worth it.
Yeah, I think most people think that Machado's not really worth what the Padres gave him.
310, right?
Yeah.
I think the the White Sox had him set at like 270.
Yeah, I think so.
Or
But it was a year
275.
less. It was like basically the same deal, but it was like
but
it was less. It was
less
less
money
years.
in a year.
Yeah,
yeah. But they're building something great
yeah.
over there in Chicago. I'm
yeah.
excited. I'm excited because they've been in the cellar for a while.
Yes, they have.
It's been a very interesting rebuild for them, and that's a division that the Indians are faltering.
Mm-hmm.
The Twins, they lost their entire coaching staff essentially this offseason.
Yeah.
Derek Shelton named Pirates manager. By the way, all managerial jobs are set.
Yep.
They need a new bench coach. They need a new assistant pitching coach. Jeremy Hefner went to be the Mets pitching coach.
Yeah.
And they lost someone else.
That's like a crazy job to fill, but yeah.
But then they lost someone else. I think there was two other coaches who left and got other jobs elsewhere. But then the Royals, they're 4 years, almost 5 years out of a World Series title. They still have Salvador Perez.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Gordon's getting old though.
Yeah.
But he'll most likely be back.
Yeah.
They got a couple pieces. They brought in Mike Matheny to be the manager. Culture change maybe there.
Yeah.
The Tigers are a dumpster fire. There's really no end in sight for them.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, no.
No, there's no end in sight at all.
Nah, not really. They don't really have anybody in the farm system that much, really.
Casey Mize is the only
Mize.
notable one to watch, but even then, if you don't sign around him with talent, he's no use.
Yeah.
So the White Sox are really putting themselves in a good position, I think, within the next 2 years to win the division.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, question.
Yep.
Who gets to a World Series first? Padres or White Sox?
On paper and the popular opinion, everyone would say Padres.
Yes.
I'm going to say White Sox.
I think you're right.
Because that's assuming that the Padres can trump the Dodgers.
And the Diamondbacks.
Diamondbacks, yeah. Even the Rockies, they just had a down year.
Yeah.
Their pitchers are coming back next year. Who knows?
They still have Blackman. They still have Arenado, though.
Yeah. Trevor Story.
Yeah.
They have a nice core there still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going to go with the White Sox.
I'm going to go with the White Sox.
Now, what if I throw the Brewers into that mix?
Brewers.
Really, even though they have to get through the Dodgers in the playoffs ultimately.
Not necessarily.
And whatever NL East team comes out.
Not necessarily. I think, yeah. But I think that they could take down the Dodgers, no problem. I think if there's any team in the National League that could take down the Dodgers, it would be the Brewers, probably.
Interesting. What do they do at catcher, though?
I don't know. They got to have who? Manny Pena now? Probably as their starter.
Yeah. But that's a significant downgrade.
Oh, yeah, obviously. But I think they'll probably upgrade somehow. I don't know how, but who's got a catcher that would be willing to dangle? But they'll upgrade somehow.
Yeah,
David Stearns is a genius.
He's a great baseball mind.
Genius.
Yeah.
So I think that he's probably the most genius GM that there is.
Well, Chaim Bloom now is with the Red Sox.
Yeah.
I think he can make a case for that. Ben Cherington with the Pirates.
I don't think that Ben Cherington is necessarily genius.
I think he kind of rode the coattails of Theo Epstein, though.
Well, yeah. Not only that, Red Sox have money.
Right.
Chaim Bloom had to do it with what?
The Rays, yeah.
$80 million
he's
at
a Yale
most.
guy, too.
Yeah. He's still young.
Also, real quick, I want to...
Yep.
Obviously, I have the radio background at school. I was listening to my friend's radio show. Called him Chaim Bloom.
Oh, God.
Chaim, sorry.
Oh, either way.
I go, oh, my God, stop. Just cancel your show. No, but... Listen, the kid's doing a good job, though. But, yeah, I knew you would cringe at that.
Yeah.
I'm like... I texted one of my other friends. I go, it's a Jewish name. Get it right. If you
Chaim.
It's Chaim.
I know.
Yeah. But no, I think he's going to have I'm very curious to see what he's going to do in his first season with the Red Sox because Dombrowski extended Bogarts.
Yeah.
It's up to him to extend Betts, Benintendi, Bradley, and Devers.
He's not going to extend them.
No?
Maybe Devers, maybe Benintendi. Not Bradley or Betts.
And does his small market background, will that mentality hurt him now that he has the money to spend?
No, he doesn't have that mentality. It's not necessarily that he has that mentality. He may have just been working with what he had.
So now he has more. He's
Now he's got more. He's going to have more to work with. He has a lot more to work with.
Interesting.
I mean, literally, he does have a lot more to work with. He went from the lowest payroll
to the highest, to the second highest.
I think the highest going into next year. Do you know?
So, because Betts is going to get a raise in arbitration, and I think Devers is not arb eligible, is he?
No.
Next year he will be.
Next year he will be. He came up in 2017, I believe.
But Bradley is. I think Benintendi
Bradley,
is.
Benintendi. Yeah.
I think Vasquez is as well.
Oh, I don't know.
Behind the plate.
Yeah.
And he had a solid year.
Yeah. Who's their other catcher? Swihart.
It was, but then they traded him.
Yeah, he was with
Arizona
the Diamondbacks. I don't know if he still is, but who cares?
He was a decent ball player, though.
Yeah, he was okay.
He was an outfielder, I think.
Yeah, he's both.
He's one of those weird cases.
Yeah, like he's too athletic but doesn't hit enough.
He's too athletic, but not good enough.
Yeah.
So yeah. Slow off season, but a couple big moves before Thanksgiving. How was your Thanksgiving, by the way?
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really care for the food, but it's always fun to see family.
Right. Exactly.
Love going to see family, even though it's a long car ride away. We're stuck.
How long?
It's usually like 2 hours.
That's not bad.
But it ended up being 4 with all the fucking traffic that we hit.
See, in my ride,
brutal.
Usually about 5.5. We did 4.5 actually down in Southern Maryland.
Hey, that's good.
It was good. Great on the way there, and everybody was like, "Oh, we thought you'd hit traffic," and I'm like, "Shut the fuck up." I'm thinking to myself, "Shut the fuck up. We're gonna hit shit ton of traffic on the way home."
Mm-hmm.
So our 5.5 hour car ride was about 6 hours on the way home. It wasn't that bad, but some idiot drivers.
No. Oh yeah, always.
Yeah.
By the way, there is one more. What? Travis d'Arnaud.
Yes. You want to talk about cashing in? That
was interesting though, because they do have Tyler Flowers, who's an opposite platoon guy.
Right.
He hits righties. He does not hit lefties.
Right.
He's a righty. That one confused me a little bit. I didn't think that they needed him.
Too. 2 for 16. No less.
I think it's great for him.
Fantastic.
I think it's tremendous. I think it's a good place for him to play.
Yeah. He can haunt the Mets.
Yeah.
Because he got cut by the Dodgers after 3 games?
If that, yeah.
And then he thrived with the Rays.
Yeah, he was awesome with the Rays.
They used him as a leadoff hitter at points.
A lot. Yeah. I think that he just needed less publicity.
Less pressure.
He's just smaller market.
So is Atlanta going to fit that?
Yeah. Atlanta's not like booming,
It's probably the 3rd biggest market in that division though, too. Behind New York and Philly.
In the division.
Which is crazy to think that those are 5 big market teams. If you look at it.
Yeah. Not for baseball.
No, but I'm saying
for media in general, yeah, but not for baseball.
No.
Yeah. But who the fuck wants to hear about the Marlins at all?
Yeah, nobody.
You think that they really cover the Marlins that much, like crazy as they do? We got how many fucking newspapers here?
Right.
6, 7 different newspapers.
Right.
That go and cover the Mets.
Right.
Then there's also Jersey and Connecticut, and a whole bunch.
Yeah, you're right.
Whereas, who's really covering the Braves? Just Atlanta.
The Carolinas even. It's that little.
You think that they're
that corner?
You think that they're driving down there to go? I don't think so.
I think parts of that corner.
I think that. Nah, I don't think so.
I don't know. It's very interesting to find out.
I don't think that they're a big market.
Either way,
I don't think the publicity is in Atlanta as big as it was in New York for him.
Oh no, of course not. For d'Arnaud, I think
as long as it's smaller, I think he'll be fine.
As a platoon catcher at $8 million.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think honestly, if I was the Brewers, I would try and trade for one of them.
For Flowers or d'Arnaud?
Yep.
Interesting.
I took notes. I don't know if you remember. I made like the boxes.
Yes.
And I actually had one of the targets for the Brewers
was d'Arnaud
if they didn't get Grandal. I put d'Arnaud as their second choice because I think that d'Arnaud was the second best catcher on the market this year.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a mind-boggling issue as to why we don't run a team.
Yeah. Hit us up.
Well, at least you.
Oh, hit me up. You could be my assistant GM.
I was about to say I'll be the assistant GM, but I'm,
Nah, I don't think I could be a GM.
You don't think so?
Nah, I think I'm too big of a dick.
Okay. You'd be more like Brody, bold and brash.
Probably. I would pull off some crazy fucking moves.
Yeah.
Crazy only.
You'd pull some shit.
You'd
piss off your owners.
Oh, yeah. Like, if somebody was like, oh, I'll give you fucking Zach Davies for who's like
bad.
Who's like decent. Bad, decent pitcher on the Mets.
On the Mets? Wilmer Font?
Yeah. Sure. Not on the Mets anymore, but,
I know, but
say that was the case, I'd be like, fuck that. I'd be like, I'll give you, Lugo and Diaz for Hader.
So you counter with an even wilder proposal.
And, yeah, not just Hader and, like, throw in another good reliever.
A prospect, something like that.
Yeah, a prospect. Yeah.
Interesting. You'd be a wild GM.
And Corey Ray. Hader and Corey Ray. For
You'd be
Lugo
a
and
fucking
Diaz.
wild GM.
Yeah, I would go all or nothing. I don't want no small deals. Small deals are gay. That's why the Mets only made it to the playoffs twice, and it wasn't even on the back of Sandy Alderson.
Yeah, but hang on. Small deals brought the Mets J.D. Davis.
Yeah.
Also brought him Keon Broxton, but
Yeah. Who did we give up for Keon Broxton?
We have someone half decent. Ross Adolph, I think, was part of that deal. He was a third baseman for the Cyclones.
Oh, yeah, you love talking about that guy.
He was one of those guys who was like, could have progressed, but I guess wasn't.
So as we promised, we were going to have a few guests coming in, and this is the first of many, hopefully. Our friend and former teammate Kyle Martin, the 15th round draft pick by the Baltimore Orioles, came and talked to us about his journey through baseball from Little League to Oceanside High School to Fordham University, being drafted, and now professionally in the Baltimore Orioles farm system. He even has a funny story about how he got heckled here in his home state at the Staten Island Yankees. And yeah, man, it's fun. And yeah, he came in, chatted with us for about 45 minutes or so. And so here it is, Kyle Martin on Take a Pitch.
All right, so a special guest today, Kyle Martin, 15th round pick of the Baltimore Orioles in this year's draft. Kyle, thanks for coming on, man.
No problem, anytime.
So, one thing I wanted to talk to you real quick about. You went to the Orioles, who had the number 1 overall pick. Right off the bat, you were playing with Adley Rutschman, right? What was that like? Let's start off with that.
Yeah, it was cool. It was definitely sweet. It was like pretty cool. I remember like the weeks like leading up to him coming. A lot of guys were like talking about him coming, and it was like we were like, oh, it's gonna be cool. I get to play with the 1-1. So it's all we've always like heard about. Like growing up, like we'd always see like the 1-1s, like Correa, I think was one.
Yeah.
Like all those guys, like Ken Griffey Jr. Like all those, I think it was pretty cool. Like just being to say we played with the 1-1, but yeah, it was a cool experience. He's a great dude. He's a really down to earth guy. He and he just he gelled with everyone right away. He's very down to earth. You didn't really know he was number 1 pick. Like it was just like a normal guy.
Cool.
That's awesome, man. I mean, and then you went 15th round.
Yeah.
438 overall.
Yeah, 430. It's actually fun. My assistant coach at Fordham, he got drafted at Ohio State by the Astros like 5 years ago, and he was 439.
Oh, really?
And so like we were 1 pick apart, and like I remember we leading up to draft, like I talked to him about like a couple things, like asking about the draft and stuff, and he was like telling me what to expect and everything. And then like when it was like pretty cool, I looked it up, like we were like 1 pick away from being the same one.
So is he like your draft
cool,
mentor?
Yeah, no, he wasn't really my mentor. I asked him like a couple questions every once in a while, but I was like close to him as a coach, and he like throughout the whole process he was there too, and like to go like really like as close as I did to him, I thought it was like kind of like a small world, like you know what I mean? Yeah. Like it was cool.
Cool.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you were a junior at Fordham. One of the things is, juniors have a little more leverage than seniors.
Yeah, definitely.
What made you say, you know what? Yeah, this is the year I'll come out.
I think it's because since I was younger, that was always my dream. And like out of high school, like I knew like I wasn't ready, like mentally, just as a person, social, like just like everything. Like I just wasn't ready. I wasn't mature enough. I wasn't a man really. I wasn't even really probably good enough either. But I just think like those 3 years in college, I just became such a better person, man. Everything, and my game just went. It's just got a lot better. It's facing better competition and playing more, and focus on pitching too was a big thing. And so I thought like by the time I was junior, I thought I was definitely ready. So,
I mean,
definitely.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that you were able, especially being from our town. You know, we both know you personally.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many texts did you get that day?
It was actually.
Like,
so,
do you have
we
that
were,
number?
Yeah, so we were like waiting for me and all my friends from home were there, and Nick Fly, because I was sitting next to him. Me and him were like this, like right next to each other.
Yeah.
My phone was like this on the table. I'm like we had the draft on the TV like this, and then my phone was next to his, and we both had like how you get notifications sent to your phone.
Yeah, of course.
So like the Twitter notifications were popping up on the draft tracker.
Of course, I had him on too.
Yeah,
I had
so,
him on.
And then I got a call. So I got a call from Pittsburgh in the 14th round, and they were like, "We're picking you in the 15th round." And I was like, "Okay, sounds good." Like I was ready. I was like, my family started going nuts. Like they took their video cameras out to start filming.
Right.
Pittsburgh was picking like 13th in the 15th round or something.
Something like that, yeah.
I think. And then like it just popped up on my phone, and Nick saw it. He's like, "Dude, look!" He like picked up the phone, showed it to me. I hugged it. I was like, "Let's go!" Like started screaming, hugged my mom. Everybody was like, "What?" They're like, "Oh, he just got picked by the Orioles." And my mom was like, "What?" Like it was awesome.
So your mom was thinking Pittsburgh.
Yeah, everybody was thinking Pittsburgh. I was thinking Pittsburgh too, and it was just. It was surreal. Like honestly, if there was one team I wanted to go to, it was probably the Orioles. Like it was just the best case scenario for everything. Like closer to home, so it was cool. It was awesome. The whole I couldn't have asked for a better draft experience. Like you hear like a lot of horror stories and stuff, but mine went pretty smoothly. Like except for that, like getting like. Thinking that another team was picking me and then another team picked me. Like that really wasn't bad.
Right.
Either way, you were getting picked.
Honestly, it worked out better.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, yeah. So it was a great time.
No, I just think it's cool. Former teammate.
I know. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, your senior year, right?
Yeah,
I remember
was
the run.
senior.
The run used to have the 2-seam.
Yeah.
We
still got it.
Still got that run.
He still got it.
Probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's on a slider more now, trust
Yeah,
me.
more on the slider.
Yeah.
Everything he throws
Yeah.
fucking moves.
Yeah.
It reminds me of you, having a
been,
catch with you.
Have you been thrown at all?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I
I remember you
kinda-
tried out pistol, getting a lot of respect.
Oh, dude, I tried out. That was the hardest week of my
that was
life.
awesome. Matt, he actually said like he
It's hell week,
even
bro.
though like he
Yeah.
didn't want to make it, like he even said like I get a lot of respect for Lutzker.
Listen,
You, like,
yeah,
you went through the whole thing, all the conditioning and stuff.
I
And
thought
this shit
about
was tough.
I thought about quitting
yeah.
the first day.
I
I'm not gonna
remember
lie.
being a freshman when
Yeah.
you were a senior, right?
Yeah.
And like I remember like Dan Lombardo like yelling like, "Oh, don't let the freshmen win!" Like all this stuff when we were like doing the suicides in the
Yeah.
gym and stuff. So like I think that honestly like kind of like that was good though. Like kind of
Yeah.
like gave me like helped me like that competitive edge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you
I
always,
being
you
that
always,
young.
you always stood out though, definitely.
Yeah.
From the tryouts, like you were the only one that was keeping up with all of us. You know.
I mean, even in Little League, you knew he was going to be. Everybody
Yeah.
heard, oh, it's Kyle
Yeah, I knew who
Martin.
he was.
Kyle Martin,
Yeah.
all this.
I mean, granted, I was friends with his brother. But,
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but at the same time, everyone who wasn't close, personal friend of yours, even I heard the name Kyle Martin. You were a year younger than me.
Yeah,
You were like always a level under me.
yeah.
And you played in
Until
the
that-
National League.
I played National League.
All
Yeah.
right.
That's another thing. Why aren't they combined? National
don't know.
and American League. I always wondered that growing up.
They should.
They should. I feel
Honestly,
like we
give
would
them more
always like, do
teams.
well. And,
Out of the
like,
three of us, though, you probably have the most pull to make that happen.
honestly, the thing I never like really like growing up. Like I didn't really like. And I was done with the league by the time I was 13, so I couldn't really talk to anybody.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I know.
But like I think now, like honestly, like every other town I remember was like together. Like,
Yeah.
Why would they split,
Island Park had,
Yeah.
two?
Why would they split one like Oceanside in half like that? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
I don't
yes. And like both teams, both National League and American were both good. So like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, and then
combined.
they would do
And they
the
never-
World Series.
Yeah.
Did they
at
do
the
that?
end.
Remember,
Yeah,
we
like
made it to
whoever
the
won.
regional. We'd always lose to like we would always win District 30 in the league, and then we'd lose to the Bronx in the next round.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
We lost to the
jeez.
Bronx twice. Like,
Oh, jeez.
this is a topic for another day.
Yeah, I mean, we're going backwards instead of
Yeah,
forwards,
we're backwards,
but
yeah.
hey, I mean, hey, let's go backwards a little bit. You were at Fordham, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
You stayed 3 years, and I remember getting a text from you. You wanted to start right away, right?
Yeah,
you and I
well,
were having that conversation. at
yeah.
one point.
Well, I wanted to. Well, I came in originally as a two-way, like the first like month, and that just got scrapped. Funny story. I actually was I was my first like month there. I was doing bunting drills in the gym, and I bunted the ball off my face. I got like a black eye and like busted
Scherzer.
up my face a little bit. And my coach, like, I texted him after. I'm like, "Hey, coach, feeling better, whatever." He was like, we're just gonna keep you pitching. And then after that, it was just pure. I remember telling my dad, I'm not hitting anymore. And he was like, "Mother," like he was like, he wanted me to.
You can
hit.
curse. Don't worry, you're good.
Yeah, he wanted me to hit. He was like, "Motherfucker," like all this stuff. And then, yeah, he just, Yeah, he loved me hitting my dad, and then like when I told him I was pitching, he like it was kind of like different for him. And I was like, Dad, like I'm telling you, I think this is the way I'm gonna make it. Like, I always knew that because I always had like a good arm and stuff, and like I knew I was probably gonna get pushed towards pitching eventually. And honestly, like hitting was just like a lot after a while. It's so frustrating. Oh my gosh. And then
the end of your senior year in high school, you were kind of getting a little frustrated.
Yeah, I remember my second half of senior year. That's when I like really knew. I was like, oh damn, like I don't know if I'm gonna be doing this much longer. I was like, I think I'm just gonna be pitching in college.
Throw a no hitter on senior day, and you're like, I think that's what I personally, I think I realized it's like, all right, he's gonna be pitching in pro ball.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's when like I thought I was like, I think I could actually do something with it. And then yeah, so then I was like a two-way my first month there, and then after that we shut it down, just pitching, and ever since then it kind of took off. I honestly I did like I remember having a meeting with my coaches and saying like, oh, like I wouldn't mind starting, but when I like started closing more, like I loved closing too.
Right,
closing is awesome. Like it came from my 1 or 2 innings, like adrenaline going, like biggest spot in the game, and I thought it was honestly just like that's when my best of me came out. And so like that's why I think I like I think I just like thrive in that situation. And yeah.
And I mean, that definitely helped you because you now became Fordham's all-time saves leader, man.
Yeah.
Congrats on that, by the way.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
What was it, 33, 34?
I think it was 23.
23?
Yeah, 23.
Is that over 2 seasons more so? Were you closing your freshman year?
I think I had 2 saves my freshman year.
Okay. So it was mainly over your sophomore and junior.
Yeah, mostly just over sophomore year. I closed the whole year, and then junior year I closed the whole year.
Right.
And then yeah.
What was the record beforehand? Do you know?
I think it was 19.
All right, not bad.
Or 20. It was either 19 or 20. I'm not really sure.
They had a few to it.
But,
There you go.
Stand for a while.
Yeah. I think it was standing since like the 90s. It was a pretty long time. It was like 25 years or something.
Oh.
Now, is that going to be a record you kind of keep an eye on as you go through pro ball and life?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to like look up like, stats at Fordham, like, who has saves. But, yeah, I hope someone breaks it eventually. Like that means the program's in a good shape. You know what I mean? If they have good pitching, bring out good pitchers. So, yeah.
And so what made you choose Fordham?
Honestly, I was like I remember talking to you about it. I was like very like, I was between 3 schools. And, honestly, the thing that I really just went with my gut. Like, there was nothing that set Fordham. Well, obviously, like, I loved the school and everything. Like, the academics were great. That's a big part. My mom really wanted me to go to a good academic school. And then baseball was getting better there. Coaches, I liked the coaches. I loved the pitching coach who was there when he recruited me, but he actually wound up leaving right after I committed, which kind of that was kind of annoying. But we got around that.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, then we got a new pitching coach who was great, Pat Pinkman. And then, everything. Honestly, I remember calling my coach. Actually, I was in high school. I had my off period in high school. That's when I committed. Like, I went outside with my friend Ben Cyrilnik, and we were sitting on the sidewalk. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna commit to college right now. You want to sit next to me? And he's like, yeah. And I called the coach. And I'm like, hey, coach, I want to let you know I'm gonna be going to Fordham. And he's like, oh, great, that's awesome, whatever, yada yada yada. And the rest was it. And I told Basilio. Basilio was like, oh man, you should have waited, all this stuff. And I mean, I think it worked out. So I don't really,
just a casual phone call on your off day.
Casual phone call. There's nothing really. Yeah, honestly, like it was just so close between Fordham and a couple other schools that they were actually around here, and I don't know. I thought it was just the best of all worlds. I knew like one of my buddies from my trial team was already going there, my boy Alvin, and so like I knew I like know somebody there already. So yeah, that was a big part of it too.
That's always a huge help.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
Yeah.
So it all worked out. So
there you go. Yeah, especially if you have no regrets, it's great.
Yeah, definitely. That's the biggest part.
So with Fordham, you said the program was in the right direction.
Yeah.
You guys won the A-10 championship this year, right? Mm-hmm. What was that experience like? I mean, because I know, me personally, I never played high school ball.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't play middle school ball. I did try out, you know. Yeah. And Basilio told me, we can only keep X amount. You would be the next guy. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Did
he actually say that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
He said, I wish I could keep you. We only have this many guys, and you would be, number whatever. I think it was 22 or 23. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, all right, whatever.
That's funny. We had 24 my junior year.
You had 24? I think your junior year we had.
Yeah, it was like 20, around, like anywhere like 22.
22.
I think we had 20. I think we had 22, and he's like, I'm only gonna keep 22. You would have been 23, and I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
My pitches were flat. Everything was flat those tryouts. Anyway, but this is about you.
So.
Yeah, I was throwing strikes at what, 50?
Always throw strikes.
50 miles an hour.
Basically, was throwing strikes.
But so like I never played past Little League. Billy, you played a little bit in college, no?
Yeah.
But neither of us achieved what you've gotten to, obviously. So what college playoffs, like NCAA tournaments, stuff like that.
There was actually we were having a good year all last year. We actually started off a little slow. We played some good teams. We played Texas A&M Open, and then we got the conference play, and we were just hot. And then I remember we had we have I don't even know how many conference games we have, 20 maybe.
Right.
I think we got 10 in. We were doing okay. We were 500, I think, and then we just really turned it on the last second half of conference play. Went into the tournament, 3rd seed. We played Dayton in the last series of the year in Dayton, and I think we did really well. I think we took 2 out of 3, but we won by a good amount. Everything everybody was doing good, and then we went to a tournament. First game we were down 7-1 against Richmond in the 6th inning, and we came back. We scored 8 runs over the next 3 innings.
Wow!
And I remember it was an extra inning game. I remember I came in, and I think that was actually one of my best moments of Fordham. I came in second, third, 2 outs, got a big strikeout, and that was awesome. And then the next inning we walked it off, and then after that, then we played 1 seed VCU, beat them 2-1, really close game. 9th inning so I came in the 8th inning. I came in first and second, 1 out. It was 2-0 at that point. I had to run in second, wound up scoring. I think I gave up 2 sac flies in a row. And I got my kid hit a chopper to third base. The ball was 20 feet in the air. Third baseman made an awesome play, and he got the guy at first. And so we went to the bottom of the 8th, up 2-1, and then there was an hour-long rain delay. Oh, God. And so we were I remember seeing the clouds coming in. My coach was "Mom, that." It was damn, this
right.
we're about to knock off the 1 seed. We would have been in great shape, everything. So we went into the locker room. We're sitting there. I remember I was sitting in the corner, with my headphones on, pacing, I was I wanted to get back. I was ready to go.
Mm.
And then after an hour, we came back out, and I had to warm up again. Weirdest thing ever. Came back out, and I think I actually struck out the side. It was all adrenaline. Just went out there, did my thing, and we wound up winning 2-1 against the number 1 seed. So that put us in a great spot going to the semifinals.
Right.
Then we beat Dayton again in the 3rd round. And so they went to the losers bracket. They wound up knocking off VCU, I think it was. Well, I'm not really sure who they knocked off. And then they came back for the championship. We had to face Dayton again in the championship. We get so we're up 3-1 in the 7th inning. I came in 7th inning, second, run on second, no outs or something. So that guy came around and scored, got out of the inning, 3-2. And I never really came in before the 8th inning ever.
Right.
And so they were I was really the last guy we really had in the pen. And all our guys were burned out from the tournament. The tournament's hectic, all the pitching.
Oh, yeah.
Hectic,
right.
You know what I mean? So many games in one day. So they were you got to go the rest of the way. I was okay, no problem. I'm ready to go. 8th inning went out, clean inning, whatever. Went to the top of the 9th. Got the first 2 guys out. The first guy grounded out. Second guy struck him out a few pitches. Next guy was their big boy. His name's Brickman, I think. And this guy's big. He's 6'5", big guy.
His name's Brickman.
Yeah,
Brickman.
Yeah, and then we were up 3-2, and I threw a first pitch fastball away, and I was he looked like he was sitting fastball, and everybody was up in the stands, 1 out away from winning the A-10 championship, first time since 1999, and there were fastball right down the middle. This dude just goes and hits this ball a mile. Absolutely, I looked up, and I remember seeing it. I was wow. I remember seeing my left fielder was giving me a courtesy, jogging back for it. This ball was out by 50 feet in left field.
God.
And it was the first one I ever given up at home at Fordham. It was a big ballpark ever. My last game there, first home run I ever gave up at home.
Really?
And we the game wound up getting tied. I remember just thinking damn, I really wanted that moment when my team dog pile on the mound and stuff.
Yeah.
Which kind of frustrated me a little bit, but then honestly after that I just wanted to win so badly.
Yeah.
Kept
So
going.
you went the rest of the way.
Yeah, I went up going 2 more innings. I think I wound up throwing 95 pitches in the game, and I think my previous high was 30, so I tripled my amount.
Wow!
I remember I didn't throw for 3 days after that.
Yeah,
or 2 days. I had to give my arm a break, and I went 2 more innings. I got out of a really big jam in the 11th. I had second, third, 1 out or something, snuck out of it. And then Corey Wall, another pitcher, came in. He had a clean inning, and then we wound up walk-off walk in the bottom of the 12th.
Walk-off
and we won, and it was awesome. It was my best baseball moment ever, probably.
Yeah.
And it was sweet. And then we went to the regional, we were waiting to see where we got picked. I think we were like, there's like all projections that come out
Right.
before the regional. We were projected UCLA at one point, Mississippi State, and then we wound up going to Morgantown, which is really random. It was like the last one we expected to go to.
Hey, I'm a West Virginia fan.
Sweet.
You know that.
Yeah, I know you're a West Virginia fan. Yeah, but so it was sweet. It was awesome. It was like we felt like we were like when we got there, like the game was packed out. People in the hills around the stadium.
Oh yeah,
It's a beautiful ballpark.
Like, it's a beautiful ballpark.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody down there is like a little different because they're from like the South. They're just crazy. Like they're a little crazy. You know what I mean? Like they're screaming at us. Like we're not really like that used to that because we play in like a really small ballpark.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like
where you guys play? Do they have a stadium?
We played in the Bronx. We have a field on our campus.
Oh, okay.
And it's just like a small park.
Isn't it your football field too?
Yeah, it's like a multi-sport
Really?
turf field. Yeah.
Yeah, I went and watched you pitch once.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a really nice field. But these people were screaming at us. We were ready for it. We knew it was going to be like a hostile environment. But then we scored in the first inning and everybody got quiet. And that was an awesome like feeling.
So that was the first game was you and Fordham versus West Virginia.
West Virginia, yeah.
Who else was in that bracket? Regional.
Texas A&M and Duke. And Duke I think Duke wound up winning it. So then we wound up actually losing the game against West Virginia. We were up until like the fourth inning. We wound up losing like 6-3 or something. So it was a good game. But and then, yeah, we went to. Did
you get in that game?
No, I was warming up. I was about to go in, but it wasn't a close game, so
right.
I didn't really. And then the next game we played Texas A&M, which is weird because we opened up the season against them in the spring, and we were like, I'm never gonna see these guys again. And we made it to regional, and they're in the same bracket as us, so like it was kind of weird. And then we just got mollywopped by them. I think it was like 12-2 or something.
God,
I want to pitch. I think I pitched an inning against them. I think I gave like a run or something, but. But honestly, it was such a great experience. Like they're all my boys. Like they're all my best friends at Fordham. And being able to go to a regional with them, like being able to dogpile with all like your best friends, like all that stuff. It's just like a once in a lifetime thing.
That must be
it's something you never forget. So, and now we got a trophy. We got some nice rings to go along with it. We got a big trophy. So yeah, it was cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
It was awesome.
I mean, I know you're talking about dog piles with your best friends.
Yeah,
you got that in high school too.
In high school, yeah,
That's
we
some
had
good
a lot
ones.
in high school. So
right after you left too, Billy.
Yeah, that's when it started getting good.
my grade was a bunch of douchebags. Can't even deny that.
We started like high school. My sophomore year.
Your sophomore year.
We had like 4 dog piles. I remember that.
That was walk-off Wednesday.
Yeah, walk-off Wednesday.
Walk-off Wednesday because we had rainouts on the Tuesdays.
Yeah, that was great.
That was where I first kind of your sophomore year. I realized I'm like, holy shit, this kid's actually like insanely good. Like,
I mean, like
I think that was honestly, me when I realized it.
Honestly, like that's when I started like really having fun with baseball. That's when like baseball. I think sophomore year I started really getting like that's when like everybody was like kind of like everybody was good around us. You know what I mean? It's like it was just like games were great. And we were competing. We were like the 10 seed, right? We were like upsetting everybody.
I think we were the first double-digit seed. Yeah, to make it count.
What did we lose? 2-1 in the first game to Massapequa. I think it was a really
like
close game.
4-3, I think.
Yeah, so they're all both one-run games. I remember that. Or the 2-0.
How about the fact that you're 0-4 in county title games?
County title games, actually.
Yeah, because we were up against MacArthur your senior year. Right?
That's the one we.
My
that's
senior
the one
year.
that got away.
That was my senior year.
Yeah, that was your senior. That was the one that got away. I remember we were winning in the first game too.
4-1 in the fourth inning. I showed up then because I showed up late. I had a funeral to go to.
I remember that.
I guess it's my fault. You lost the county title.
Yeah.
So anyway,
yeah.
And you won a Diamond Award in high school, which was
senior year.
The best pitcher, I think it was.
Yeah,
right?
It was for the pitcher.
Essentially, Nassau County Cy Young.
Mm-hmm. Basically, yeah.
And you're the first one in Oceanside High School history to do that. Was that kind of a label you carried with you into freshman year of college?
Not really. Honestly, I do like high school. Like high school was great. Like I loved. Like I knew I had a good career in high school and everything was like I loved playing at Oceanside. Like I think we got some good ball players here that could really like do something with baseball. But after high school I kind of like knew like I had to like kind of like put it in the past and move on. And it was definitely different playing like at Fordham at first, but honestly, you kind of like it's kind of like the same thing with pitching. Like I had to have a short term memory and just focus on in the moment. You know what I mean? And just like keep doing just do what I had to do going to college. Because I knew I proved everybody in high school what I could do, but I had to do it in college again too. You know what I mean? To make more of a name for myself. So yeah. I
mean, I can talk to you for hours. I mean, Billy, you have anything, man? I mean,
what pitches do you throw?
Were you having a catch with him or in games?
I throw four. I say I throw 4. I really I've been throwing 3 in games. Fastball, slider, change. I'm working on a curveball now. Knuckle curveball to get a 4th pitch in there. Yeah. Get more like side to side movement. But yeah, it's just to give myself an extra weapon.
Cool. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've been.
Yeah, I never
I've
knew what
always
pitches
been-
you threw.
I've always been fastball slider
Yeah.
mainly, and then change up to mostly lefties.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Just don't have a catch with him. He'll throw you actual knuckleballs.
Yeah, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I'll throw some knuckleballs. Yeah,
You'll throw-
I'll mix them in there.
I was throwing with you one day,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden I see a ball just floating. I'm like, oh fuck!
I'll throw
It's like
some,
throwing with you and your sliders, Billy.
Yeah, I'll throw some knuckleballs in there. You guys been playing at all?
I don't play anymore now. I mean, I thought about
What about
it.
you? Are you playing anymore?
This is my first year not playing.
Really? What were
Yeah.
you playing last year?
I was playing with I don't know, Ed Healy in Rockville Center. You probably don't know him.
Just like a,
Huh?
just kind of like a mess
Yeah,
around.
it was a men's league,
Yeah, men's
Yeah.
league, yeah.
and like we were the only team that like didn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bullshit.
Sounds like your
but
junior year.
It was fun. It was
Yeah,
fun
it's
though.
good, though.
Yeah,
Still
I
staying
was
involved.
playing with Francis, Connor, Tom Pilato, Johnny.
Oh, really? All
Yeah.
those boys? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I still throw with Johnny. He's like my
Yeah?
throwing partner. Yeah, I throw with him all the time. Him and
Yeah.
Jake Spielberg. Chris Macca, too. Throw with
Macca.
Macca. I've thrown with Macca in a little bit, but the three of them mostly. I throw with them when I'm home.
Yeah.
Over winter break, I dragged them in the Fordham with me to go throw. And like we have like a big indoor facility, and I dragged them with me to come throw. Cyclists, Mike Cyclist, too.
Yeah.
And yeah, we throw there.
So, yeah, I mean, obviously you got drafted this year.
Yeah.
What was playing in Aberdeen like? I mean, you played for the Ironbirds only, right?
Yeah, just the Ironbirds. Aberdeen was awesome. Actually, it was a great experience. The New York Penn League was awesome too. But I was always like, whenever we played Brooklyn, I was able to come up here, like hang out, see all my family and stuff. So it was sweet. I was close to home. I remember actually getting it was fun. I got heckled like by like some fans of Staten Island. They're like, "Oh, welcome to New York," like all this stuff. And like, I turned around, I started talking, and I think they noticed like my New York accent a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm from New York too. I literally grew up 30 minutes from here. And they're like, oh man, where you from? Like all this stuff. And then you guys ever have L&B, Spumoni Gardens?
Of course.
You know what L&B is, obviously.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
One of my
Greatest pizza place in
so
New
like
York.
I would always like mess with the kids on my team, saying like, "Oh, New York's got the best food and stuff." And so we're playing Brooklyn, and I was trying to convince all my friends in Aberdeen to go to L&B. Nobody wanted to take the Uber there. It was like 20-minute Uber or whatever. And one of my buddies, I was like hyping it up so much, and then one of my buddies, his girlfriend went and got pizza for him at L&B. But she got him a regular slice.
No, you don't do that.
I know. And he's like, dude, what's so good about this, bro? It's not even that good. And I was like, dude, come on. Like, you got it. You got a regular slice at L&B. You know what I mean? That's like going to a steakhouse and getting grilled chicken. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I was like, that's just the number one mistake. I'm like, you should have came with me, dude. I would have gotten like,
You would've hooked it up.
I would have hooked it up, exactly. But yeah, no, the New York Penn League was awesome. Aberdeen was awesome. Great fans. And I was only 3 hours from home. I was able to go home a couple off days, see my family and stuff. And yeah, so that was really it.
I mean, you played at
It was
Ripken Stadium, right?
Ripken Stadium. I met Cal Ripken. That was sweet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I met him. He came like he'd always like hang out behind the bullpen. That's where like some cars were parked back there. And Bill, I remember him and Bill Ripken, his brother, like pulled up one day, and they like got out of the car, hang out. They said hi to everybody in the bullpen. Cal's a huge guy. He's like 6'5", like. And he's got like these like bright blue eyes, like he's like they're like pierced through. Like he was like a big, intimidating dude. And I was like, whoa, this guy. I didn't know how big he actually was until I saw him in person. And yeah, I met him. So that was cool. That's sweet.
Just chilling in the bullpen.
Yeah, he introduced himself to everybody because he owns the stadium.
Right.
So everybody got to meet him, which was really cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, it was
Damn,
sweet.
that's awesome. What's that stadium like? Because I see
That's sweet. It's honestly
it
probably
all
the
the
nicest
time.
stadium in the Penn League, New York Penn League. Not view wise, but I think Brooklyn and Staten Island had the best views, obviously.
Yeah.
But like facilities wise, like locker room was awesome, stands were really nice, everything, bleachers, everything was really nice. Scoreboard was awesome. Scoreboard was huge,
Really?
and field was nice. We had great grounds crew, and yeah, so everything about it was really really nice.
Cool.
I
Yeah.
loved
I guess
it.
we gotta go check out the stadium now.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. It was sweet. Johnny came to a game. He came in Heidenfelder. at
Oh,
Heidenfelder.
really?
Yeah, he came to a game. I one of my buddies from a couple of my buddies from Fordham came. My one of my buddies from Fordham, his name's Billy Godric. He lives like 40 minutes from Aberdeen.
Okay.
And so like he came to like whenever I told him I was pitching at home, he'd come to every game. My roommate Brandon would come to every game. He lives
That's
in
awesome, though.
Maryland also. Yeah, two of my buddies live in Maryland, so they came. A couple off days I went to Billy's house for dinner and stuff. So that was sweet.
I was trying to get down there.
I was always like that's why I was so good being in Maryland, because I always knew people around me. I mean, so I wasn't like in the middle of the Midwest where I knew nobody. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Right.
it was
I mean,
good.
that's wild.
That was sweet.
I know I was trying to get down there. I think I was trying to convince you to head down there once with me, and you're just like, don't feel like taking that
to the
drive.
Brooklyn game, right?
Yeah,
they
so
played
you
the
pitched to
Brooklyn
Brooklyn what in August? I think it was.
game. Yeah, in August. No, it's July. It was July.
July, yeah.
like mid-July.
Yeah, that
They
shit
like
show of a game.
Yeah, yeah,
With
the
the fog?
fog game. Yeah. I remember that.
That's got to be one of the wildest things I've ever seen live in a game. Honestly,
that was crazy. I remember I think I was supposed to pitch in that fog game. And
You
then,
were supposed to
like,
pitch next inning, I think you said.
Yeah, I was supposed to pitch next inning, and then like I had like 70 people there.
yeah,
and
it was
then-
all of us pretty much.
And
over
the
there.
next day I went to pitching too. And when it was actually normal, I didn't have as many people. That was only like 30, I think.
Only
I couldn't
30.
have- No, still, I mean, like compared to what it was supposed
No, I
to.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had
But,
an entire section full of people, and then
yeah.
people down the lines. I know
Yeah,
I
down
was
the lines.
first
I remember
row,
seeing,
third
I remember
baseline.
I struck a kid out, and like I see like my buddy Mikey in the background, like doing like the umpire, like behind the umpire, like doing like the umpire thing. It was hilarious.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
it was
remember.
cool.
I remember I was sitting third baseline, first row, with me, Chris Macca, Mike Hinnon, and
Oh,
Hinnon's
yeah,
dad.
yeah.
And you were walking back and forth, waiting because it was just fog rolled in off the
Oh, the
the
water.
water. Because Brooklyn's on the water, as you know. Obviously.
Yes.
And it just fog and wait. It was I think what hour and a half of
Yeah.
delay.
Yeah.
And they're like, called it. All of a sudden they set off the fucking post game fireworks.
Yeah.
And it's literally looked like a fucking war zone, dude.
Yeah. It looked like a war zone. It did.
Yeah.
Like they set up the fireworks and just made the fog like 10 times worse.
Fog,
Sure.
smoke, and meanwhile Kyle's got hats for people.
Yeah.
He's waiting to give everybody their hats that he got for us.
Yeah.
And it was me, Spielberg, and Nick.
Yeah.
We were just waiting.
Yeah.
Fucking smoke coming in. I'm like, what the?
Yeah.
This ain't baseball.
Yeah.
It's a fucking war zone.
And it was weird because Evan Cohen's dad's the GM of Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And I know him personally and all that stuff, like Evan's promotion side and stuff.
Which is why
And
the delay was an hour and a half.
Yeah, I think he was like trying to like kind of like he helped me out with the seats. I think he was trying to like get the game like on. You know what I mean? Like keep the game going. He was like on the field. I remember the manager was like talking to him and stuff. I kept like I was gonna like text Evan and be like, yo, like make sure we play, bro. Like my family's here. Like I want to pitch. Like nah, but it was cool. It was a really cool experience.
So, what was the coolest thing about being a pro ball player for the first year?
Honestly, it was just I think the being able to play in all the cool different ballparks everywhere along like the Northeast. It was just sweet being able to like show up, like say it's my job, and show up to a ballpark and throw a baseball. You know what I mean? Like it's like honestly, it's my dream ever since I was younger. So like it was like honestly like. It was like really not even going to work. It was just having fun playing baseball. That's how you got. Like that's how you got to think of it.
Yeah.
That's honestly just the best part. It's just like the relaxing side of it.
Yeah.
Damn.
And, yeah, being able to see a lot of cool. I get to meet a lot of new, all awesome people, see a lot of cool places. So that's really the best part.
Yeah. Who's like the hardest batter you faced? The toughest out?
Greg Jones.
Greg
He was
Jones.
first rounder for the Rays. I think he went like 4 for 4 for me this summer.
Oh God.
With like, I think he had 2
So he
doubles,
owns
2
you.
single. I like told him after the game like, he went 4 for 4 for me. He had 2 doubles in one game against me. He was a lefty. He's from UNC Wilmington. He's
Yeah,
the
there you
Rays'
go.
first rounder, and he just hit everything. Like I think I got him swinging miss like once. In like four at bats. That was it. Like,
Yeah.
and he's great. He's quick.
He's just all
he's
over
a good
it.
player. I gotta
Yeah.
tip my cap to him. I mean, hopefully I'll get him eventually, but as of right now, he's got my number.
Right.
So, yeah, he was really good.
I mean, that's crazy though. You faced in the Rays first round. Any other first rounders you faced off the top of your head?
Not really. I faced Gavin Cicchini
Oh
for
yeah.
the Mets. He was down rehabbing for the Cyclones. Faced him.
Because you grew up a Mets fan, right?
Yeah. I grew up a huge.
So
Mets
what
fan.
was that all like?
Playing
Playing against the baby Mets,
My first pro
essentially.
outing was against the Cyclones, which was kind of weird. And Syndergaard was making the rehab start, so and he got. I think I came in like the 6th inning or 7th inning, and he pitched 5 innings. So that was sweet. Like,
So he walks off the mound and you walked right
Yeah,
on.
basically, yeah. And so that was really sweet.
Did you
but
get to
yeah.
meet him afterwards?
No, I never met him. But in the hotel after the game, and this is when it was right when I first got to Aberdeen. We were in a hotel for a few days,
Right.
and we were staying in the hotel that the other team stays in. And so
Interesting.
Yeah, so it was weird. And then like I remember I was like it was like late at night. I was going to get like a water in the lobby, and I walked past Edgardo Alfonso, who's like the Mets who was the manager, and Andy Chavez. And so I was talking to them both in the lobby. It was so weird. I was like, I said to Andy, I'm like, you have no idea who I am. I was like, I pitched in the game tonight, but I'm from New York, and you were the reason why I became as big as a Met fan as I did after that catch in the NLCS against the Cardinals. And so that was sweet.
What do you say about that?
And he was like, "Oh man, no problem, man." I was like, "What?" I was like, "What? Like, what are you thinking? Like when like you made that catch?" He's like, And it was funny. He's like, the number one thing I was thinking about was the $100,000 bonus we get when we make it to the World Series. And he said that. I was like, wow. I was like, that's awesome. But yeah, I guess you get like a bonus or a big bonus when we make it to the World Series.
Yeah.
So yeah, but no, he said no. But he was like joking around, and he was like, nah. It was honestly just it was a big moment in my life. Like all the stuff. Like he was saying like how he like came up and stuff. Like didn't have like the best like bring up like coming up. I guess like, and then like just like to make a catch in like a big moment like that. He said like everything kind of like came together at that point. You know what I mean? So
you got to pick his brain pretty much.
Yeah, I talked to Edgar. I talked to him for a few minutes.
Mm.
I actually played with his son in high school. I forgot what his son's name was.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I played with his son in the Metropolitan Classic at Hofstra.
I forgot you did that. Yeah.
And then so like I told him I was like, oh, I play with your son. How's he doing? Yada yada. I think he's at Monroe now, or something like that. I think he's at a JUCO. So yeah, so it was awesome getting to meet both of them.
Cool.
Yeah, small world too.
Yeah.
Being a Met fan, like getting to be able to pitch
That's awesome,
my first parade against the Mets. Like,
Yeah.
It was sweet. It was really cool.
And being able to play at Brooklyn.
Playing in Brooklyn.
'Cause
I used to go to games in Brooklyn all the time growing up.
I mean,
Yeah.
We played there in high
I
school.
was gonna say, we played there in high school. We played Staten Island in high school.
I told my friends that. I remember I hit one. We were playing Staten Island. I
Staten
told my
Island,
friends.
yep.
I was like, guys, I tell you, I hit a home run here in high school. They're like, oh, no way, like all this stuff. I'm like, I'm telling you, I hit a home run in your high school. Nobody believed me.
In Brooklyn, when I would see him in Brooklyn, he goes, "Yeah, Max, tell him I hit the homer, right?" I'm like, "You hit one here too. It didn't count because it went off the light pole."
It went off the light pole. Yeah.
Yeah,
I still think it was home run.
Oh, it
I think
was.
they jibbed me for that.
Oh, it was. They said it was a
funny.
ground rule double, but it went right off the
Yeah. they're
three
saying-
quarters of the way off the light pole. They called it a ground rule double somehow.
Yeah.
In Brooklyn.
Umpires, man.
That was what your senior year, right?
That was my senior year. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you were. I remember you coming up to me as, "Yo, tell him I hit these homers," and I'm like, I wish I could lie and give you shit about it, but
Yeah.
no, you fucking torched the ball.
No.
Do you miss hitting?
Yeah, I do miss hitting. Hitting's awesome, but honestly, at this point, it's kind of just like mess around, hit a little bit, take BP sometimes. But that's really like I don't really miss like the struggle of it. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
whenever you're going bad, like you
Yeah.
want to go crazy. You know what I mean? You're like, God damn, I gotta get a hit like this at bat. Like my batting average is gonna go down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
They got like very like just like mess you up after a while.
Yeah.
It's a lot
It's a lot more
You
mental.
didn't even want to hit. It's a lot more mental than
Yeah.
pitching. I'll give you that. Yeah. So
I mean, so back to the draft real quick. Did you get a call from the Orioles?
no, they just picked me, and then they called
you
me.
didn't-
And they called me after.
So who called you? Was it the GM or
No, just a scout, Northeast scout.
pretty much the guy who said draft this kid?
Yeah.
What was that call like?
It was awesome. I was like, "Thank you, man. Like, you just like my dream came true." Like, I texted him. I was like, "Hey, man. Like, I'm telling you, this is gonna be like the best decision you made. Like, drafting me. Like, you gotta have that confidence. You know what I mean?" I was like,
Yeah, of course.
I was like, I'm gonna prove you right. Like, I promise. I gave it all my all, like every day, all that stuff. And he was like, "No, man. Like, I believe in you. Like, go out and do your thing." And it's great just seeing someone who has like that faith in you. You know what I mean? The faith that you always have in the faith that I've always had in myself. If it's good to have someone that's like that put their name out there to like give me that opportunity. Who believes in me too? Believes in what I can do. So
It's awesome, man. I mean, I can't even imagine what a phone call like that would do to me. Like, I'd probably be like so in awe of the entire situation.
yeah, I remember my heart was pounding.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm
Hugging
sure.
hugging my brothers. That was
Yeah.
the best part. Hugging my mom.
Adrenaline.
My dad was
pumping.
actually my dad was there until like the 13th round, and he was like oh man, it was like I was hearing for like before the draft, like from my agent, like oh like maybe anywhere between 8 and 12 you're gonna go, latest 15th. And I was like, okay. Then when we got to like the 13th, my dad was like, screw this, man, go back to school. Like he's in the moment, like he was just like, screw this. I was like, all right, dad, like whatever. He was home from a break at work, and he had to go back to work.
So he missed it.
So he missed it. Yeah, he wasn't there, but he was on the phone with my mom when it happened. So I was able to talk to him. So that was sweet. Yeah. So he literally left like 10 minutes before it happened.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man, that sucks though.
Honestly, it was for his own sake, because he was about to have a heart attack. He was going crazy. So
Now, one thing I noticed when I was watching you down in Brooklyn, your dad has a weird relationship with all your teammates, doesn't he?
yeah.
Like they all know who he is.
They all, even like the kids, like they'd only known him for I don't even know how long, and they'd all call him Big Dog. Everybody called him Big Dog, and even like the kids on my team would call him Big Dog. Like it was funny. It was really funny.
What,
He
just
to
stand
everybody.
there and just talk.
He talks to everybody. He just literally talks to everybody. He becomes best friends with everybody. So it's the worst when we're like out at dinner or something. He's just talking to everybody, and we're like, "Dad, come on, I want to eat. Like we gotta go." Like he's like, "Nah, man, I'm making friends." It's funny though. It's classic.
So you and I were talking before while we were getting set up. You had a 4.12 ERA in Aberdeen. you obviously did. You did have a great stretch to start your pro career.
Yeah.
Did you? At what point were you humbled really?
Honestly, like I had I had a very good stretch to start, and
What was
then
it, 14 innings, something like that?
Yeah, 14 innings, something like that. To start scoreless, and then like I gave up like a couple. I think I gave up like 4 runs over my next 2 outings together, and so like I was like I was on my high horse a little bit. I was like,
of course.
I'm the man, like whatever. And then I got like humbled a little bit, like doing that. I was like, okay, gotta get back to the basics, yada yada yada. Short-term memory, all that stuff. I did well. My 2 outings did well. My last outing, I just got like absolutely torched. I don't know if I was like tipping something. I'm not sure, but these kids just seemed like they were on everything that was throwing. And no, after that outing, I was like, wow, like it really goes to show like that's the mentality I'm gonna have next year. You got to go into every out because it was like my last out in the year basically. Like we were on the edge of the playoffs, and so like I think I was kind of like, oh, okay, the season's over, whatever. One more out, I'm done for the year. Go into the off season, refresh a little bit, recuperate, and I think that's gonna like kind of help me out from years on, like going forward now. Like you got to go into like the absolute last day of the year, like,
right?
You know what I mean? It's that kind of like that last outing really like it made me look like my numbers personally had a worse summer than I did, but so that overall I think I did have a really good summer and a really good year altogether. Yeah. But that last outing definitely did humble me, and I'm gonna make sure like the best as I can not to let something like that happen again. So, I mean, I'm sure like you always have stuff like that pitching, like you have an outing where like your stuff's just not working. Like, I was leaving stuff right down the middle, but it happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta have that mentality. Just move on and just get them next time. So
just focus on
focus on the basics. Stuff. Yeah, definitely. Focus on the next outing. So.
I think I have the weakest right arm. Just listening to you talk and seeing him nod his head, just like knowing exactly. I feel like I have the weakest right arm in the room right now.
No, definitely.
Because you topped out at what, 94, 95?
95.
And what were you topping at one point, Billy? What, 87ish?
No, topped. I hit 89, 90, right around there.
Yeah, I top out at what, 70 if I'm lucky, and I can't throw for the rest 2 weeks.
No, you can throw harder than that if you fucking. You chucked it in there pretty hard at me one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't ready.
Yeah, it was him that I hate having catches with you, Kyle. Honestly, because you say 70%, you at least 95.
Honestly, like when you go like slow like that, you kind of just like have to like even having a catch. Like I threw with Spielberg today, like and like you got to you got to put something behind it. Like you can't just like lob the ball like and you'll just throw it over the guy's head. Like you know what I mean? Like that's how pitchers are sometimes. John Lester, he can't even pick off the first base. Like
can you?
I mean I don't like it. I do. Yeah, I'm fine with it. Like I'm completely fine with it. I mean, I don't think really any pitchers really like picking off.
I like picking off.
You like picking off?
I hate fielding though.
Yeah,
I can't field for shit.
Pitchers always have like some field.
It's
like,
one thing or the other.
It's one thing. It's like you're going, and then you get like a little comeback at you. You got to lob it now. You know what I mean? One rule I'm happy they got rid of was the intentional walk rule. When I was in my sophomore year in the Cape, I like had to intentionally walk a dude.
Oh, the pitches.
Runners on second and third, 1 out. And we were gonna try to load the base. I threw one right over the catcher's head, and the guy scored. And like when I heard they were getting rid of that rule, I was like, thank God. I hated that. I hated that rule.
It's one of those moments where you're just like, seriously, I can't even do that.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's just like you're going hard, and then like when you try to just lob one, like
it like messes with your rhythm.
Yeah, it messes with your rhythm. Exactly.
Damn.
Pickoffs is the same way. Like if you don't, I got to when I pick off, I got to turn and throw as hard as I can. I can't just like.
Did you get anyone this year?
Can't lob it.
Nah, I mean, I have a decent move. Like, I just pick off to kind of like keep people from getting too much of
keep them weary.
But, yeah, exactly. Keep them keep it in the back of their head. But I never got it. I think I might have got. Actually, no, I think I got one guy. I got one guy, but that was really it.
Aside from meeting Cal, best moment as a pro ball player right now.
Definitely the last out of the no hitter we had, the combined no we had in Vermont. Me and my boys, Jake Lyons and James Ryan. Threw a combined no hitter, the 3 of us. That was sweet.
So you were part of 2 no hitters, one for your own in high school.
Yeah, in high school,
and then one in pros.
Yes. Those were only 2. Yeah, that was sweet. Next day, so that night I did like a few interviews with like the Orioles network, like the RSNY from the Mets.
I think it's what MASN.
MASN, yeah. So that was sweet. Got some. I got a lot of love on Twitter. Got a lot of followers. Got like 100 followers from it, like Instagram and stuff. And then the next, it was actually pretty sweet. A guy from Vermont, I guess a fan that goes there, who's like just like lives up there, took a picture of the scoreboard and got us all to sign the picture, and then he mailed the picture to us in Aberdeen like a few weeks later, and like wrote like a really nice letter. It was really cool, and it was just like another like person I got to meet through baseball. You know what I mean? So I thought it was really cool.
Do you have a copy of that picture? Right
Yeah,
now?
I have it at home. My mom has it actually. She has it framed.
Framed,
yeah,
everything?
It's really, yeah, it's cool. It was an awesome moment. Yeah.
How many autographs do you give out on average per game?
There was a lot of little kids. It depends really where we went, but the little kids would ask us all the time. There was a lot of fans that collected cards, like the team sets, so we'd always have to sign those.
They have
That
Aberdeen
was
team
cool.
sets?
Yeah, they had Aberdeen team sets.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Can I get a hold of one and have you sign it then?
Yeah, sweet. No, anytime, definitely. No, it was cool. Yeah.
Where would I even find the minor league team set?
We had. I think they were in the team store.
Yeah, team store probably
yeah,
at
team
the
store had
stadium.
them in Aberdeen. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can probably find them online somewhere.
Probably,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not driving back down to Aberdeen. I just came back up.
Yeah,
there.
I'm sure someone's got.
Yeah,
Do you have copies of your own card?
Yeah, if you want one, I got plenty.
No.
Do you have one?
No, I don't have one.
You don't have one?
No, I don't-
I have one.
Bro, the only thing I have from you is the hat.
I'm giving one to my barber too. My barber actually the other day, here at home. He's like, "Can I get one of your cards?"
So you're a hometown hero now, pretty much.
I mean,
If your barber asks you for a card.
It's just a card. But yeah, he asked for a card, so I'm gonna bring one up to him. And yeah, I'll bring you one. Definitely.
All right, awesome, man.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got plenty.
Now, what do you expect to do for next year?
I'm just gonna go to spring training with the right mindset, trying to move up as quick as I can, do whatever, just do everything they ask, and just go do like what I could, just do what I know I could do, make my pitches, and yeah, just pitch how I know.
Kid says all the right things.
Yeah.
I don't know if he actually means it sometimes.
Nah, I mean, it's honestly it's the mindset you gotta keep. Just keep moving forward, and go in every item with your best stuff.
What
Straight
what
on your
what
shoulders.
do you think his spring training is gonna be like?
This
is gonna be your first, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be my first one. No, I don't know. Honestly, I've heard the good things about it. I've heard you just gotta stay focused, do your things, and good things will happen. So
And when do you report?
March 3rd, I leave here.
Oh, it's my birthday. Look at that.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, it's 12 days before mine too. Mine's
So you're gonna be
15th.
spending your birthday in spring training?
Yeah, so I'm spending spring training.
That's
my mom's
crazy.
gonna come
Cool.
down too. My aunt lives in it's in Sarasota, spring training,
Right.
and my aunt lives in Naples, which is like 45 minutes.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
And my brother,
Bro, you got family everywhere.
I know my cousin actually lives in Sarasota, so I'll be with him a lot.
No matter
Close
where
to
you're gonna
town.
go in baseball, you
I
probably
know,
have family
I know,
there, man.
family there. I know, it's awesome. And then my mom's gonna come down for my birthday for the weekend. I think it's a Sunday, March 15th. So like I think we have off on Sundays. I'm not sure yet. But
Not bad,
so
not bad.
I think I'll have off on my birthday, so that'll be sweet.
Mm.
And
So I'll be
you're
able to
looking
spend
to
it with
be in a full season
Yeah,
league this
definitely
year?
that's the goal. Definitely,
Not bad.
that's definitely the goal.
We have to get down to a game at one point, Billy. Maybe take a pitch on the road,
Maybe.
chill in one of the locker rooms, and have Kyle on again.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
That'd be
That's it.
cool. But
Definitely.
Kyle, man, you have anything left?
No, I'm looking forward to see what you do.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
I mean, I think we all knew from
Yeah.
early on you were gonna be doing great things, and I mean, you 14 innings scoreless to start your fucking pro career is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good. It
I
was a good.
mean-
I felt good. I mean, I was pitching confidently, and
Mhm.
eventually you gotta get humbled sometimes. So everybody gets
Yeah.
humbled. So just gotta keep going.
Aside from making the big leagues, what's your goal for the next while you're playing pro ball? Aside from the obvious, making the big leagues, win a World Series.
Honestly, just have the most. I think my goal is just have fun with it. I mean, not take. Honestly, I feel like some people just kind of drive themselves crazy playing baseball, and I think my goal is really just to like learn as much as I can, meet as many people as I can, and just see as many places as I can. So
That's
just
awesome.
have the
Man.
most fun with it that I can.
Yeah.
That's the right mindset right there.
Yeah, of course.
Hey man, thanks for coming in.
Gotcha.
Appreciate
Anytime.
it, bro.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
And hopefully we'll
Thanks,
do it again soon sometime.
Definitely sounds good.
Yeah.
Maybe when you have an off day or All Star
sounds
break,
good,
something like that.
definitely.
Well, actually, if it's an All Star break, you're probably gonna play it. Hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully.
But thanks again, man. Appreciate it.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Anytime, big man.